Hello students, welcome to my class. Today I'm going to begin political chapters and the chapter titles this way, Democracy and Equality. So the first chapter is we will be discussing today. Under this chapter we will be having the some objectives, that is a meaning of equality, and then importance of equality. Then third one is equality in Indian society and equality in other democracies we can discuss in this chapter. So let us know that how this democracy and equality actually is a urgent part of our country, and why this particular part is needed for us to be peaceful and to be more and more we can do something very extraordinary for the country. So today, as we have been already discussed in previous chapters and all, either it is a history or geography, then most of the sources that we have got in India, whether these are the things are actually implemented for the good purpose, or maybe the or for the commercial value, all these areas are actually somehow or the other there is a violation is taking place. So let's see what we can speak about the democracies and the equality in a country. Now, for example, most of the countries of the world today are actually democratic way of their treating themselves and behaving, and also part of the that rules and regulations are actually followed as a democracy way. Now, democracy is actually based on the principle of equality. Now, we have to really understand in India even that when we speak about the democracy, it means this equality is given the more important. And then equality actually refers to the state of the being equal in terms of status, rights, and then opportunities. So let's see, we can check some of the incident that is occurring in the country, whether we are given the equal opportunity or not. We will be checking out in different situations. So here we will study the importance of the equality in a democracy and analyze how equality is actually practiced in one of the largest democracies of the world, that is in India. So here equality, how we can make use. So let's see. So India, democracy and then equality. Now see, in India we considered one of the most successful democracies of the world, and we have got the largest number of articles, the longest articles and the biggest articles we have got in India even. So here the most influential factor in ensuring the success of Indian democracy is the right to vote. So that is very important. Unlike other country, we find that there are no right for the citizens of the country, and perhaps they are not even allowed, or perhaps there is no that much freedom for the citizens of the country that they are able to do something for themselves, or maybe something is gone wrong, or maybe the government is doing something very wrong, or maybe not using or utilizing the proper resources and violating it, then people cannot raise up the voice. So such kind of countries are also today we can find in the world. So here we have the right to vote. It means this voting right is a must. Voting rights should be very much needed, because unless we vote, unless we don't have our name in the voting list, or unless we are not enrolling our name, then certainly it is actually troublesome for us, because if we don't have this voting right, it means we will be considered as foreigners. As a foreigners we may be, or sometime we may be sent out due to this kind of problem when will be arising. So that's why every citizen who is 18 years, that is actually here given 18 years, every citizen who is 18 years, because we consider that 18 years some extent people are actually sensitive, and they are able to understand the responsibility fully about their about themselves and also for the family. So 18, the years, the age 18 is the considered as one of the proper age for the to become the a kind of a citizens of country. So here so 18 should be reached. So one who is reaching age of 18, he has to get the voting right. So irrespective of caste, class, religion, gender, means you belong to whatever religion, you belong to whatever the male and female, or you belong to whatever the like a religion belong to. So, but you have the right. The country is giving you the this particular right to vote. Okay. So this particular right to vote is actually known as the universal adult franchise. Okay. So you have to understand it. So the right to vote provides the people with an equal chance to select their representatives. Today, for example, we have the chief ministers, MLAs, MPs, governors, presidents. Then there are many of the ministers related with this councils and all. So these are all ministers. In fact, are not directly yeah, there is a directly and indirectly is appointed. But then these people are how they are elected. That is actually because of our voting, because of our voting right that we have got, because we are selecting the representatives of our country. Today we have selected the MLA and MP and all from our, especially Lok Sabha election when it is taking place. So we are directly electing them. So this is the right we have got. Then you can find that however, though we see equality among the citizens in the form of the right to vote, there are exist multiple inequalities in our country. So that is very common. We have seen that right from the beginning because of the some kind of like a caste rigidity. These are the all actually problem is arising because of the people are have already placed this particular mentality in the mind, and then they are not able to think of the development of the country and the equality of the country. They feel like a uneasy. They feel very much like a awkward. Such kind of people who are when they are not following the equality. So these people are actually we can call that they are like a not that much sense. They are not having the sense. It may say up to now they are considering themselves like a high class people and a high caste people. But this high class and low class, it doesn't make any sense actually. Everyone is talented. Everyone is having the knowledge and wisdom. Everyone can do something very extraordinary. Not only those high class people can do or high caste people can do. So that's why we have to understand that here we have to look for the talents and knowledge and wisdom, not the caste and religion, all these areas. Because when you focus on this area, your society will be day by day it will be degrading, and the society will never be going ahead. So that's why we have to keep in mind here. So therefore there to exist many like inequalities. So let's see types of inequalities. Now what type of inequality we can face in our country today? So that is given here. So let's see. Inequalities in India are actually based on the religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth, or any of them. Okay. So inequality can be arising. Inequality can be like a more clear when there is a problem of the religion, problem of the race, problem of the like a caste, sex, place of birth of any of the related with this topic. Okay, so that's why. Okay, so related with this one, few this that is mentioned already, that caste, race, or maybe the sex, place of birth, all these areas when we look for, then certainly there is some sort of like a inequality is seen in the country. Now let's see one example in the classroom. We can see that when we see that in the classroom even these are the few things are actually considered. Like your same caste, you will be sitting together. The other caste will be sitting together. It means they will not be that much mingling. So such kind of like inequalities we can see in the classroom, and same in the society. Same in the society also we can see. There's some a few people who are speaking the same language will be staying together, and the other type of people who are speaking the other language, they will be sitting also separately for themselves. So this kind of separatism we can see in the society, in the country. So these are when these are the things people will understand, and when this thing will come into like clear to the mind of the people, God knows. Okay, so let's see. So here the most common form of inequalities that exist in India society is the caste system. So this is very common. The caste system actually divided the society into different groups, and it is dictated the professions that the members of these groups could practice, and then without being subject to any change. Now, people are looking at the your profession. It means the work activity that you are doing. It means suppose a person is sweeping, then people will look down on this people that he is a sweeper, he is a low caste. A person who is cutting the hair, barber, perhaps they will look for this person is a low caste, so he is cutting the hair. A person who may be engaged in the agriculture, a person who is engaged in the mason, or a person who is engaged himself in the cobbler. All this activity, in fact, so the society is considering like a low job, low quality of the job. But people have forgotten that these are the actually part of our work, which is needed for everybody else. Today, for example, a high caste people also have to go to the barber for the cutting the hair. Then why he should cut the hair? Why he should cut the hair? And why, if his shoe is like a torn, then why he is going to mend the shoe to the cobbler? Why? So we have to really understand. It means people have not understood that these are all actually activity. These are the activities. These are the professions which is not actually considering people low and high. In a abroad country, in a Europe country and all, a person who is a cobbler, a person who is engaged in the agriculture, a person who is a barber, very much respected. Almost they are like equal to the president. It may say the president can go by the flight to other country. Same way the barber and farmers and cobbler also can go by the airplane to other countries. It may say they have the right to travel. They have this dignity. They have this respect. This is a part of the job. That is it is your source of income. It is not your any kind of it is related with your blood descended, is it not? So we have the wrong conception about the caste system in India, and this caste system perhaps are actually causing a big damage to the society. And perhaps when this caste system will be abolished, when this caste system will be removed from the society, then people will understand. Main thing is that the religion and caste, these are all things are actually causing the problem for the people. I think the more people are becoming religious, the more crime is occurring, because they look down to the other people and then they only look for their own people. So this way the society is not going to grow. So today, for example, we have to think of very broadly, and this caste and religion, all these areas should be put in the private area. That is not should be shown in the public. I think that is we have to understand. Otherwise, the country will remain this underdevelopment, and then we will be never be coming up. So our this particular system will remain all through the life, all through the centuries, and we will go on like this. And other countries will go ahead. Other countries will be launching themselves to the different planets. They will be discovering. They will be inventing. Here we will be busy with the busy with the religion, caste, and fighting for each other. And I think the politicians are one of the agent who is more they are violating this sort of things and all. They are more bringing and propagating such kind of things and all. So I think students, more or less when you study, you must remember these are the areas are actually we need to remove. We need to remove. It is nothing. It is not going to serve anything to the society. So that's why organize your mind, analyze your mind properly, and grow with a pure this knowledge, and don't get violated by others. However, people are saying different things on you, but then you analyze, you think of, because you are the person who will be coming to contact with the different people in future, and then you will face the different situation. So if today you are not going to take care on this area, then perhaps in future also you will have the same problem as the past days and years have been taken place. So anyway, So we have to remember here. So the irreversible nature of this system ensure that some groups were actually treated superior while others were seen inferior and deserving of unfair treatment. So these are the things we can find. So the people who were actually considered inferior by the supporters of the caste system have been recognized as the scheduled caste. So today, for example, tribals, and we are speaking about the scheduled caste. Actually, these people are actually so hardworking. They are very free. They are free-minded, hardworking, and they are not considering anyone as a high and a low. For example, the caste system, high class and low class, we can see in the Hindu-based religion, not in the tribal-based religion. Of course, tribal doesn't have the religion even. Tribals are actually treating each other equally. There you won't see that a husband is considering himself a very high and a woman will be like below his foot and all. Not like that. We don't see that much. So tribals are the best example for us. Okay, and then you can see also that those who are supporting this one. So the people who were considering inferior by the supporters of the caste system have been recognized as the scheduled caste by the Constitution of India. And in India, the members of the scheduled caste have long been the victims of discrimination. And this is very common. It may say for the long time this practice is going on, and the low class people are actually suffering all through the centuries, all through the years. It means right from the Aryan invasion, right from the this Aryan has taken the take the big shape in India. From that time onwards, these people are actually victimizing daily, and even today in 21st century, even we can see in most of the states are actually Dalits and low class people were tortured, killed, and very much like done injustice to them. So in daily news, when you go through, you will be coming to know. Especially the mainstream news will not show you much about the government, what the things are doing. But when you look at the YouTubers, when you look at the other channels and all, you will see the things are happening. So that's why. So they are the, it means discrimination is taking place because of the, this high class people are actually bringing this kind of problem. Now untouchability, another problem is untouchability, subjected them to exploitation along with the lack of access to educational employment and healthcare facilities. So you can see these are the people are actually not getting the chances of good treatment, good education, and employment also you will not find, and healthcare also they are not benefiting. So in every places these people are actually deprived of. Okay. So similarly there exist gender inequalities in our society. Gender means like a male and female. Now for example, girls may not be given the opportunity by the parents, but a boy may be given the opportunity. For example, parents may think of sending the boy for the doctor for study, but for the girl they may not send. They say that a girl is a girl. One day she may get married and she will go to other home, but they may not think of the sending. Okay, there are some parents right now we can see that there are parents are there who is sending their daughters to be the doctor and to be the scientist, to be the nurse, to be the air hostess, many other areas. So some educated parents are actually understanding and sending, but most of the like rural areas, most of the like middle class families are not much like thinking about their daughter to be doctor, scientist, all these areas, because they are afraid. Okay, they are afraid, and afraid in the sense they don't consider the girl to be the equal in the family. Okay, so we have to think of. So the females are actually often treated as the weaker gender, and in many areas people celebrate the birth of the baby boy, while the birth of the baby girl is considered a burden on the family. So we have to really see the different situation that have occurred. So therefore, a majority of women in our country are actually subjected to higher risk of malnutrition. So that's why the girl, especially mentality is not that much strong. Sometimes we can find. So therefore, in some families, women are not allowed to go out to the work, and in some office, women are actually considered less responsible and paid less than the male colleagues. So this is also we find. And the unequal treatment towards the people denies them the right to equality in the society. in terms of status, income, and access to various facilities such as education, employment, and healthcare. Thus, discrimination actually hurts their respective dignity as individuals and makes them feel unequal than others in the society. So, students, now through this statement, through this paragraph, you will be understanding that how a woman is treated very badly and not taken due care, not given the chance, not given the proper payment, and so many things are actually we see in the society. So, society actually look for the woman for only for the marriage and all these areas, but society is not looking for the development, because development will take place in both male and female. So male also should be given importance, and female also should be given importance, because in Europe country we can see today that women are having the much more like a power, much more things are doing good in today's world. And today even in the exams today, for example, women girls are very much ahead of the boys. So I think we have to change our mentality, and we should give the equal opportunity, respect to each other. Respecting each other is very important. Okay, and anyone is misusing the or violating the any sort of like a this gender, then we should punish them. That is we have to understand through the law, not by ourselves. So all this area, please you read a little bit more about the men and women, and especially the areas of equality. Please analyze and check it properly. Okay. So in the next class, I will talk about the equality and the Constitution of India. Okay. So thank you and have a great day ahead.